Welcome to our new course. Now, this course is focused towards LinkedIn content strategy. What do I post? How should I post? When I see any content, how do I anticipate what should be the perspective of this particular? All these things are the ones we will be solving in this particular. I have had enough of these queries from all of my followers who have been watching my LinkedIn posts, and they're talking about how are you able to churn out every day and every month and every week so much amount of content, and how can you be so different and so specific towards what you do. It all starts with first stating what is your marketing goal. Are you a HR recruiter? Are you a marketing professional? Are you a branding professional? What do you want yourself to be projected as on LinkedIn? And you, based on that particular projection, you create your brand profile, which you have learned in my last course. You create all your what we say, your summary and your headline and your banner, all those things you create. You also start creating and creating, say, inspiring content, but still you are not able to figure out what should I post. If I'm a HR person, what should I post? How this post will reflect when somebody sees that thing from the HR industry. So all these things will be taught to you in this particular course. I'll guide you. I cannot teach you. So when it comes to content, it is all about having that mind, having that brains, where whenever you see a particular photo, you will start thinking how this relates to my industry and what I can talk about this as a term. And these are the facts which you need to think about. When you see a photo where you see 10 dogs sitting around, what do you think? Yeah, as a HR person, you can think about team building. As a marketing person, what you will think? Okay, you might say that team of creative professionals sitting for a group discussion to brainstorm a new brand. Maybe. So all these things is based on your goals. Clearly define your goal, what you aim you want to achieve. What is how do you measure what you want to achieve? Is your measure based on how many followers you get? Is your measure on based on how many comments you get? Or is your measure on people sending you a direct message asking you to help them out with some particular thing? What is that? What that should be your measure, and this is what you want to measure. And for this you need to have this goal in place, and for this particular goal, this is what the content you need to create. And then split that content. I'll teach you in this particular thing each and everything about content, how I think to create content. That's what I'll be decoding. Then you will be moving towards how do you create conversations which lead to offline meetings. This is where your lead generation starts or your sales pitch starts. Now, if you are not aware, by June 2023, LinkedIn is in more than 200 plus countries, and more than 930 million users are there on LinkedIn. But the interesting part is only 3% of content creators. Not every person creates a content. So there's an ample amount of opportunity to create yourself as a thought leader in your segment. And everyone, like even if you are an HR and there are 50 people in HR who are thought leaders, but the thing is, what think about what they are doing, see their profile. Are they speaking about, or where is the information gap? Somebody might be talking about team building, somebody might be talking about learning and development, somebody might be talking about free courses, somebody might be talking about what we say, how to recruit and everything, and somebody might be talking about interview skills. What is the gap in this particular thing is what you need to identify and create one piece of content. Those tips is what you need to start creating, and you need to start creating that type of content. Once you create that type of content and once you start posting it, you need to identify hashtags and ensure consistently you are using those same hashtags across all your posts, because LinkedIn will start classifying your content and your profile against those particular hashtags. So told you about computer analysis. So all these things is what will help you to understand how you have to go as a content creator. And when you are a content creator, what is important is focus on what your consumers are consuming. Go on other professionals in your industry on their profile. As I taught you in last, you will be following influencers. What is the content which they create and why it resonates with those people? Maybe you create those, or maybe you create a different. You cannot say that okay, I'll be using that same type of content, I'll get a good impression. It's not going to happen. For every person, there's a differential rule, and this differential rule is across everywhere on LinkedIn. Not each person. If even tomorrow, for example, I am a professional, and I'm a marketer, I'm a pharma marketer, I'm talking about LinkedIn coaching. There is somebody else who is also talking about LinkedIn coaching, but they are into HR. They have a different pool of audience for whom they'll be talking about LinkedIn coaching. I'll be talking about LinkedIn coaching to all the pharma marketers, to all the brand managers, to all the student community, because that has been predominantly my follower base. So even if you two are talking about same things, your follower and connection base is different from what their connection base is. So it is always going to resonate. Think about what content will they like, and keep one thing in mind. Content about pets and animals works a lot on social media. If you post a content about the dogs sitting together, or say cats sitting together, you will get more amount of mileage or more amount of engagement compared to posting something what Warren Buffett said or what Bill Gates said. I really hate when people keep on posting key Warren Buffett learnings, Bill Gates learnings, or say Mark Zuckerberg. Well, nobody cares about it because everybody knows who they are, what they talk about. Talk about yourself. What is that you bring to the table? Why I should be in connection with you and why I should engage with you? Talk about this, but I think this is what will interest people. And before I go, what I'm going to show you is a specific thing. Now, this over here, you'll learn how I exactly, if you go on my LinkedIn, you'll find all my posts, and all my posts are in a specific manner. So, here, so all posts. Now, if you see, today is my masterclass, so I'll be talking about LinkedIn post structure and content writing. Now, what happens is if I go back, okay, I'm again struggling with what this is upcoming one. So grab attention with your audience on LinkedIn post structured approach. It's an ebook which I'm giving. Then post introduction importance. This is capsule news article. Then I almost died, but this one thing saved me. So importance of post starter sheet. Everywhere, if you keep on looking at, so what content style works on LinkedIn. So this is last week. Okay. So what happens is every day I am talking about one particular aspect. So one is content style, one is the introduction, one is the headline. And then at the end of the week, I have my LinkedIn live where I decode everything and how we stitch this. LinkedIn Live is also a good strategy to create good amount of content, which lot of people will come. And the best part is LinkedIn also promotes this thing because LinkedIn predominantly it's more about networking. But unless the platform start generating content, people won't engage. That's why LinkedIn is giving special focus and algorithmic push to individuals who are creating LinkedIn Live sessions. So right now I'm going to end this particular video, which is a starter video. Just wanted to give you an introduction. Please focus on this particular course. If you really want to create content and don't think about going viral on LinkedIn, think about creating conversations on LinkedIn. Create conversation even with 5 people. You are able to comment, they will comment, you will comment, and the conversation goes up. This is what LinkedIn algorithm will push your content to more people in your industry instead of getting I like it, I love it, I like it, I love it. Though these comments are not going to work for you. Comments which create conversation. So that's why we will be talking about specific structures of the post and how do you end your post with a clear call to action. All these things will help you to create a perfect content, and you need to be consistent when you come it comes to posting. You cannot take breaks over there. Okay, so if and every day you fix a time, say 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock when you're going to post, and every day you have to post it. So I work once a week, say on Saturday or Sunday, to create entire week content, and I keep a document, the Google Docs, where all my content is posted, and on Canva all the creatives are there. In the morning at 8 o'clock, I'll combine this, I'll post it. So it becomes consistent. People who come on my profile, they will keep on seeing a consistent churn of content. What also happens is, which you might not have realized, you might not have got engagement for next 3 months. You posted 90 pieces of content, you didn't get any engagement. But on that 100 thing, or say 95th day, there is some big HR influencer, they happen to see one of your content which was 60th post. They will go across all the posts liking and commenting on it. Because once they see one post, then again the next post comes down. Then it's like a third post, then fourth post, fifth post. And once they will comment it, there will be other group of people who will suddenly start commenting. And you might feel that somebody is commenting on last 15 days wala post, not the 2 days ka post. But that's okay. That's what the whole magic of content creation is. And thanks for joining for this particular course. This is the end of our module. Meet you in the next module. Thanks.